So I had got a comment from a frequent commenter of mine, WikiJeepo, though he had subsequently deleted it soon after, so you can't find it anymore, but he had more or less said on my There's No Reason to Go Outside video that there are health problems that tend to arise when you're a hermit, and I wanted to address that because I think there's multiple ways to get around this, one of which I'm doing right now, which is to literally stand up more. I remember back when I used to listen to NPR rather frequently, they had this report on there that said that even after you go outside for a workout, if you sit down, a lot of that workout is going to go away. And so what I usually do is I try to stand up, and I think that's very, very good for your back and good for your health in general is to stand up all the time. And so right now what I'm doing is I'm holding my microphone up to my face, and my chair is right next to me, but I'm just standing up right next to it. And so that tends to help a lot, is to stand up a lot more. It's good for your back, it's good for the soul, it feels nice to do. There are various other things that you can do, such as, weightlifting. I know the Fitboard on 4chan has a really good resource when it comes to that. I can't remember the exact name, but I will link it in the description. Just fucking do push-ups and stuff. Just keep doing push-ups over and over again. You can make yourself physically fit, you can make yourself physically active within the confines of your own home, and it's going to help a lot with that back pain. So when dealing with that, just exercise, stand up. Pacing also helps a lot. I would recommend investing in a treadmill so you can start running and stuff like that. But if you don't have the money for a treadmill, because I know, a lot of hermits are starved for cash, so they can't necessarily go out and buy exercise equipment, there are things that you can do in your own home. As I said, push-ups, crunches, things like that. Pacing helps a lot. I frequently pace around my room when I'm just thinking about a concept, or, even when I'm watching a YouTube video or TV or something. I can watch anime and pace around. It works. And so if you do that, you will be golden. Your back pain will be alleviated. So the next thing I want to talk about is eye strain. This is a very big one because if you're a hermit, you're probably spending a lot of time at your computer. Eye strain is something that you can deal with, but it's not something that I frequently get. For me, I can sit at the computer all day and I barely get any eye strain. I used to get eye strain, but I don't really get it anymore. I'm not sure what changed, if my eyes just adjusted. I don't know if eyes work like that, but I don't really get it anymore. And I've been doing this for a long time. Throughout almost the entire year in 2016, I just stayed in my room the whole time. I didn't go to school. I'm 16 as of right now, and most of my life I just haven't been going to school. So right in 2017, after a certain point, I did not go to school either. And then I started going back in August of 2017, and then I left right at the beginning of 2018, I think. Yeah. And so then I just stopped going to school, and I still am not going to school. So there's been a large amount of time that I have just stayed on my computer the entire day. I remember all throughout 2016, I just watched Digivlogs all day. The YouTuber Digibro, I just watched his vlogs all day. And then, laid around a little bit and then slept and woke up and then did the same thing. You can see a lot of my old vlogs that I recorded at that time still to this day if you go to my playlist. So, I've done this for a while now. I've been, basically was a hikikomori for a while at one point. I had completely locked myself away for a while there. I mean, I can't really be a hiki anymore because my psychiatrist appointments forced me out of the house, but I was a hiki at one point. I have a lot of experience with eye strain. One way that you can deal with this is buying yourself a pair of Felix Gray glasses. Now, the reason I know about these is because I saw them advertised on the H3 podcast, the episode with Bo Burnham, and I was like, wow, this seems like a really cool concept. And basically what it does is that it circumvents the fucking blue light and shit that comes from the screen without making the screen itself look bad. So makes it to where your eyes do not strain as much. I don't know exactly how it works, but based on everything I've seen, it does work. And they aren't that expensive, so get yourself a pair of Felix Gray glasses, I suppose. That should help. I'm probably going to get myself a pair later down the line just because I think it's good to have, but eye strain, like, literally does not affect me that much. Like, I'm not even kidding. I do not get eye strain. I used to get it, but for some reason I just don't anymore, and I don't know why. I get it a bit more when I'm wearing my glasses. I suppose that's probably because, like, the lights going through glass or something. I don't know how eyes work, but yeah, Felix Gray should help a lot. Those are just a couple of ways you can deal with back pain, backaches, and the issue of having your eyes strain over time. It helps to turn on your light as well. Use white light if you're going to have a light in your room. I think white light is very good to have just because, if I recall correctly, it can produce the same effect of vitamin D, like releasing in your skin if you have white light. I don't know if that's correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, have the light on sometimes. Don't have it dark all the time because that just makes the effect of the eye strain even worse. Exercise regularly, pace, stand up a lot, do what you gotta do. Hopefully this video helped you out with your time in neatdom, and enjoy.